Hey Dan.
What's up, Carolyn? How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Doing well.
Good. Thanks for joining me. We're here to talk about the December issue of BoneZone as we wrap up 2025. We wanted to look at some of the major trends that are shaping the orthopedic industry and, the trends that are going to continue to have a profound impact really on how companies are designing and developing implant systems and enabling technology in the years to come. So I think it's a really, really great issue. Let's start with robotics. The article's title is Robotics Are Setting the New Standard of Surgical Care. What were some of the takeaways?
Sure. Yeah. It's no news that robotics are being used in more and more procedures, especially in the hip and knee replacement space. But what's evolving now are the use of robotic platforms in spine and shoulder, particularly, and also the platforms are evolving from a trusted tool for surgical precision to a more intuitive, data-connected platform that not only helps surgeons perform better surgery, but provides some data collection that device manufacturers can use to inform the future of implant design and the way surgeries are performed. So we spoke to several companies who are using robotics in that way, particularly LEM Surgical, which touted the benefits of robotics beyond precision to evolve into improvement in ergonomics and efficiency. And Stryker particularly mentioned that Mako shoulder was an important step for them in developing that platform, especially moving forward as the outpatient shoulder replacement market is evolving, and it gives them a way to maintain their implant business in that space. So it's an interesting article, like you said, a forward-looking view of enabling technology and its role in orthopedics moving forward.
Great. Moving on to our next topic, AI. I bet most of our audience encounters AI as they move through their day, whether it's, professionally or personally. And you wrote an article on how OEMs are using AI to design devices. What did you learn from that?
Yeah, it was really interesting to dive into this topic. There are certainly some questions about AI and its role not only in everyday life, but in orthopedic devices and the planning and design of them. Spoke to several companies who are, kind of trailblazing that role in terms of tapping into the technology to improve the work of their design engineers. Particularly Zenko Medical is refining its simulation platform, and it creates a powerful combination of empirical research and predictive modeling. It's really sped along their development timelines and decreased the cost of innovation. Jason Hayter, the company's CEO, believes that combining AI with in silico testing models will reduce some of the inertia that prevents the introduction of new ideas, and he believes that smaller, more nimble companies will be able to bring new technologies to market as opposed to having only the big players dictate what the orthopedic market has available. So he's really excited to level the playing field with the technology and believes it's really an important step in terms of bringing new and exciting devices to market.
Yeah, we surveyed our advisory board, the BoneZone advisory board, about the one technology that they need to learn more about in 2026, and it was unanimous. All of them picked AI. So I know there will certainly be more articles to come just on, as the technology evolves and, people really build it into their day-to-day workflows.
Absolutely.
You mentioned ASCs earlier. A third feature of ours was the market spotlight was on developing technologies for ASC settings. A significant portion of orthopedic procedures are expected to move from the hospital to the outpatient or ASCs in the coming years. How are R&D teams responding to this shift?
Yeah, the cases continue to move, and it's not slowing down, and in fact, it's probably speeding up and will increase over the remainder of the decade. I talked to Charlie Young, Vice President of AC Solutions at Innovis, and he called the market molten-hot. So, he referenced the convergence of advanced technologies and clinical expertise among the surgeons as driving factors of the more complex cases moving to the outpatient setting. and he believes that, it might be a 50% year-over-year increase in outpatient procedures between this year and next. So it's definitely a market to pay attention to, and orthopedic companies are. They're creating solutions that meet the unique needs of the ASC customer. ASCs typically don't have the capacity to handle a significant influx of cases and the instrumentation that goes along with it. So, for instance, Shoulder Innovations was really intentional about streamlining their instrumentation sets for shoulder replacements down to 2 trays. And they said that's a really big step in terms of capitalizing on the ASC market, and particularly when they're competing against some of the major players in orthopedics. They said that's really a differentiating offer for their customers, and they continue to evolve in that space. So, we talked about enabling technology as the future of orthopedic surgery, and certainly the ASC market it fits that bill as well. So it was an important topic to touch on as we look ahead to next year, and it was a fun article to write.
Absolutely. So finally, let's wrap up with our Ortho Innovator. Who did you pick to feature on the back page of BoneZone?
Sure. I talked to Alyssa Huffman, CEO of Illuminate. It was a really exciting time to connect with her because she just got FDA clearance for Integra 8, the first ever 5.5 millimeter 3D printed pedicle screw. So she was really excited, and it was a long journey for her. And we, she shared some of the ups and downs, but more importantly, the excitement over the design of it. She talked about needing strong fixation where screws toggle in, and Integra 8's proximal thread, it was designed specifically for that, where that strong integration is needed. And she said the device and the FDA clearance reflects years of engineering, hard work, testing, and collaboration among many disciplines on her team. And said it's a broader mission to redefine how spinal implants not only work to provide stability, but also, work alongside the body to promote healing. So she was super excited, and it was great to talk to her, and I'm anxious to share her story.
Yeah, absolutely. She spoke at OMTech in June of 2025, about her journey and about the, development of and design of this device. So congratulations to her team on really, getting their 510K clearance. So I think we'll leave it there. As always, thank you for joining me, Dan.
Great to see you. Thanks, Carolyn.
Yeah, and thank you to those who are watching. You can subscribe to BoneZone at bonezonepub.com, and we'd love for you to like this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel to be alerted when new videos drop. Thank you.